Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back to looking at toys. So hopefully you've been liking the content that's been coming out a lot actually, like at least twice a week. Hopefully you've been liking it. Regular kind of basic videos and then video game / toy collection videos. There's gonna be a lot of that to come because, you know, like I got nothing to do, guys. So this video here, it's my March toy haul. I actually didn't really go out and get toys in March, really. They kind of just fell into my lap, right? You know, I would just go to the store and then there's just something there. I actually never really intended to go toy hunting at all for the entire month of March. And then come March, like, I don't know, 13 or so, then I stopped going out. These things, they just kind of, they came to me right before everything just kind of stopped. So, I mean, what did I get? I got some really cool stuff. Let me start off with these, this one here. So I got this Batman. If you're like me, the Kenner toys were the types of toys that we had growing up. They made Jurassic Park toys, they made Batman toys. So this is from Kenner. It's from the line Legends of the Gotham Knight, I think it is. And they always had this kind of, almost like a Kelly Jones kind of style Batman. I think that's what it is, with the long horns and everything. I've always really dug this style. So last year I got maybe like about 20 of these types of figures, and one of them was this here. And some guy in the toy group, he actually was selling two of the figures that I really wanted, this one and this one. So these two right over here, they're pretty much the same, only like this one is like a black variant of it. So I actually have this already in a box and I really wanted to open it, and I finally opened one. I got one to keep and one to take out of the box. So that's what this is, and it looks awesome. And this one here, if you notice, it's yellow. I don't know why, but this specific Batman, I've seen this 2 or 3 times in real life. They've all had this yellow tinge on them. So it's kind of cool. I actually want to get another one of these so I can open it up. This one here, it's not the greatest condition, but hey, it's in the box, which is cool, and it's carded. The best version I saw of this was actually in the Philippines when I went over to Green Hills. They had this there for about $85, which is about the regular price, what it should be, but theirs was in pristine condition. That's the best I've ever seen it. So if I ever find one that's in perfect condition, or if I find one that's actually loose, then it'd be great to be able to see what it looks like outside of the box, because this is really cool. To have both of them out would be amazing. So next on the list, it's gonna be this X-Men toy. He's Wolverine, I think. So my buddy Bevan, he actually gave this to me. It was a late Christmas present. He gave this to me all the way from Canada, and I have a bunch of Wolverine. I don't have this one, so it was really cool to be able to get one to add to the collection. I haven't really been collecting all of X-Men Legends lately because all the X-Men's, they're kind of already finished. So this was kind of cool to have because he has this katana sword, which is like, why does he need a katana sword? He already has blades coming out of his fists. So it's just kind of funny to have this version of Wolverine, because from what I read, what Bevan told me is that the Wolverine that this is from was it wasn't a very successful Wolverine comic book run, and this was his outfit. It's very 80s. Just gonna put him right next to there to Batman. Stay boy. This is actually kind of cool because as a kid, my 2 favorite characters growing up, it was Batman and it was Wolverine because of the cartoon. And they both had pointy heads. You know, you ever notice that Wolverine and Batman had pointy heads? Next thing I got is this Emma Frost from, you know, Marvel Legends Emma Frost. So this was cool. This was a Walgreens exclusive, I think. And for a while it was just selling off the shelves quick, and I got one to give to Adam for Christmas, but I never got one for myself. And there was this guy a couple of weeks ago, he posted that he just needed to get rid of his box, and he had like 6 of these. He was just selling them for the at cost price, which was like $22. You know, like, I still think this is worth the $22 just because she is technically an X-Man. I'm not the biggest Emma Frost fan, but it's still pretty cool. I would like to have a white queen where she's already in her white mesh kind of look. I'd love to have that version of that, the villain of this character. Next up on the list is this Gundam toy. So I got this from Barnes & Noble. I just randomly walked in there, just kind of looking around. It was like one of the times where one of the last days we were out, and I got this Gundam, which is really cool. It's Death Scythe. And growing up, Gundam Wing was one of my favorite shows that I watched growing up. I had no idea what it was about, but it had robots fighting. And Death Scythe was the coolest one because he had a scythe, you know? So in this, it's not the final one, the final form of him. He's like the first form, but the Death Staff was the best one. So if I can find a heavy arms, I think I'd be happy. Like those are probably the only ones I'd want. I wouldn't want Tall Geese. If you know who Tall Geese is, like who wants Tall Geese? One really cool find that I came in, I was just walking to Target. It wasn't even like my Target, it was a Target in Gilroy. I walked in and I found the Annabelle NECA toy, and I remember when this was shown in some of the Toy Fair photos, this was the only one that, like, I had like 7 toys. A lot of people are going crazy over the Marvel Legends this year. Nothing for me. I had like maybe 7 toys max that I wanted this year, and this was one of them. This was cool to have because I think this is actually a fairly hard one to find right now, and also because of everything shutting down with shelter in place, there's not much room for distribution or much safety to go out and do your toy hunts. So this was probably the last toy hunt I ever did, and yeah, I got this really cool Annabelle toy. This is definitely gonna go into like somewhere. It'll probably go into like my other NECA toys. So the other thing I got, which is actually kind of like my splurge of the month, I had some Amazon dollars. I had 75 Amazon dollars, and this thing dropped from $130 to $79. So I decided to buy this big Death statue. Death is a very cool character from the Sandman series. She is the sister of Dream. They are part of the Endless. They have lived for eons and eons and whatever. It's a great series. You should watch. You should read the Sandman and read the Death series too. But this was really cool to have. Like, they don't make any Sandman statues for some reason. It's always Death. So this was like a new one. I was able to get this for a great sale price off of Amazon. It came in like at the beginning of the month when I displayed it. I had to move some stuff around, but it looks fantastic. The thing I'm always worried about when it comes to delivering these types of statues, because they're made of a resin or poly resin, is that they're very fragile. So even in shipment, they can break. I got one from Ariane, I think about 2 years ago or a year ago for Christmas. She gave me one, and when I opened it up, it was broken. The flowers were broken. And I was very happy to see this because it was actually a very big box. And the other one's a very small box, so it kind of makes sense why it broke. There wasn't enough safety inside of that package to keep it safe. But this, because of they used more materials to soften any sort of impact inside, it was perfect. So really happy to get this one and put it up. So there you go, guys. That is my haul. It's a small haul, but a really good haul for the month of March. Like, all this stuff cost me this much for the review. So it was actually like a pretty good toy month, I have to say. Like, I've definitely curbed down my toy spending in the last year actually. But this was a really good one to have. Like, it's varied. It has, I opened some of them already to play with, you know, they look great. So this was probably the last toy haul that's gonna happen for a while because I'm not buying anything. I can show you my haul of food, canned goods, no toilet paper. Hopefully you like this video, and hopefully you like the videos that are to come. They're gonna be collection videos. Maybe I'll just do some like toy photography kind of things to do. But yeah, we're just gonna keep it all toy and video game related on this channel as usual. Now let me know which one of your favorites of these toy haul is in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe over here to the channel, as well as follow me on my Instagram at @TheNerdBuster. Until next time, guys, adios.